Okay, so in step number 2, we've reduced our pressure in negative reinforcement all the way down to where it's just a tap it simultaneously with the command. That's our goal. So now we move on to step number 3, which is as simple as it gets, and that is sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't. So we're just phasing out negative reinforcement. Even the tap of the collar or the pressure that's simultaneous with the command, we want to phase that out. All reinforcement, we want to phase that out, right? You don't want to be completely dependent. That's the goal, is to not have to have the reinforcement for the command to be reliable. So what that looks like on the pyramid, here is our tap that we've been reduced down to, just the tap that's simultaneous with the command. And we'll just put that up here in the intermittent phase. So sometimes we're going to give the command and we're going to tap simultaneously with the command, right? And then sometimes we're not. Sometimes I'm going to tap my pressure on the e-collar simultaneously with saying sit, and then sometimes I'm just going to say sit, right? Without the negative reinforcement. And that's if you're in the negative reinforcement pyramid. If you're in the Napopo pyramid, then you have 4 options, right? You can either tap your pressure simultaneously with giving the cue for a command, or you cannot, or you can use positive reinforcement, right? Tell my dog to sit, my dog sits, and then I click and reward, or we can use the double reinforcement, which is the tap of the collar simultaneously with the command, and then as soon as my dog sits or does whatever I ask, then I can click and reward. And that's about as simple as that gets in the intermittent phase, right? And so the entire purpose of the intermittent phase is to bring this tap right here up into the intermittent phase. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. We're working our way towards not having to do anything, right? We're phasing out. The entire purpose of the pyramid is learning. This down here is the learning. And we're fading out the reinforcement as we go toward the top of the pyramid. The goal once we get to the top is to not have to have any reinforcement, which is where we're going to just go ahead and go into next. So that's step number 3.